This is FLSUN Super Racer and it's really fast. And these are the useful 3D prints I used in the workshop. FLSUN sent an email and said, "Do you wanna try Super Racer?" I said yes, how could I say no? Look at that, it's flying. I accepted, but I don't want to just talk about the printer without something solid. And since we have such a fast machine, I thought we can get a lot of prints. And the video suddenly turned into most useful 3D prints. Anyway, Super Racer came in this long package and I installed as soon as arrived. The printer already comes almost completely installed, so the installation is pretty simple. We screw these linear guides tightly. Then we attach these parallel arms that move the effector, we plug in a few wires, tick tick tick, and finally we screw this extruder set and the spool holder tightly. Okay, SR is ready. Honestly, I have never used a Delta 3D printer, this will be the first, and when I printed the test print, I was really impressed at that moment, because I've never been get a print above default printing speed, and these spider-like arms were moving insanely fast. Anyway, then I printed this 3D benchy, only took like half an hour, and judging by the print quality, it seems pretty nice. Now let's move on to the most useful 3D prints. By the way, none of the 3D designs in this video belong to me. I downloaded all from thingiverse.com, and big thanks to each designer for these useful, ingenious designs. See the description for more info. The first print is these under-desk drawers. You know, sometimes it can be challenging to make a design, where the calipers take the measurements or something and the desk would be messy. But these drawers are great at that point and truly useful. It takes about 7 hours to print the drawer and the runner. And if we print on a standard printer with the same print quality, increases to 13 hours. This is exactly the first and main feature of the printer that I want to talk about. SR is really fast and the difference is pretty much. FLSUN says that the printer works very stable even at 200mm per second speed. I haven't tested at that speed yet, but I don't seem to have much doubt. Super Racer owes its high speed to the belts and rails here. These carbon fiber arms that move the effector move on the linear guides, and the movement is provided by 10mm wide belts. As a result, we get a high printing speed, precise positioning without backlash, and smoother movements. This is great. By the way, the drawers were pretty easy to assemble as well. I just screwed the runners to the desk. Okay, now before moving on to second print, I would like to tell about PCBWay. PCBWay is one of the most experienced PCB manufacturers and has many PCB services. You can order your custom designs PCBs for seconds. Just upload the Gerber file, choose what you need and order now. They are really good at this and I'm very interested. PCBWay is not only a PCB service, but there are also many kinds of 3D printing, CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding services. Yes, they have many services and I have used CNC machining service several times before. Ordered steel sheet and acrylic parts. They are also very good at that. The parts were nice and smooth. Also, the best part is that all the services are very affordable. Many thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Check the link in the description for more info on PCBWay. Okay, let's continue with the second print. While browsing on Thingiverse, I saw some very nice attachments for the Dremel tool. Instead of buying, I thought it would be great if we 3D printed them. And now I am printing the precision handle and rotor with black PLA. One of the things that caught my eye on the printer are these parallel arms. These feel extremely light and solid. This is because they are made of carbon fiber. Particular attention was paid to the lightweight of the effector module, which has huge effect on the speed. Inside this black metal cover I only see a volcano hotend, which is fixed to an aluminum plate. This handle is really useful thing. I usually use the Dremel for precision work and it could be really challenging to use like that. But look at that. Great. It fits my hand perfectly and I can fully control. It's like a glove. Great. The second print for Dremel is this router tool. It would be useful to have this print somewhere in the workshop. And finally I printed the desk mounting parts. Look at that print quality. It's printed at SR's default speed and it's not only fast, the print quality is also great. Okay, this print seems good. And I think it's much easier to use in this way, and it's been pretty solid. Since the printer runs fast, the filament feed also needs to be fast. That's why this dual drive extruder, which can grip the filament from both sides, is used. And that's what two metal gears do here. Nice. The print I will show with this feature is the bolt and nut sizer. We can easily separate the mixed bolts and nuts with it. I printed the metric one and it fit for between metric 2 and metric 10. There's also inch version by the way, simple but useful tool that should be in every workshop. Oh no, the filament ran out. Anyway, it's fine, as you can see the filament sensor has been activated. Now let me put on that green filament. Oh no, power failure. No need to worry, it can resume printing from where it left off. Okay, by the way, I'm printing a tray for hex bits. When we look at the layers, there is no problem in the filament change areas. The transitions look fine. The green layer that looks bad you see over there was also during the power failure. Super Racer has a 260mm circular glass bed and maximum printing height 330mm, and also has auto bed leveling, and for that we attach this sensor to the end of the hotend and start auto bed leveling. The printer completes to the leveling process quickly, and then we remove the sensor from this magnetic part and start printing. The next print is stackable boxes. I think these are very useful. We can put all the stuff in it and they can stack that way. And the other thing I print is this stackable tray. You know, while unscrew something, the screws usually get lost or something happens. This print is just for that. By the way, this tray and hex bit box are also fit the boxes we just printed. Let's continue with the lighting of the desk. I usually use this LED strip, but as you can see it's in a very bad condition. It's not neat at all, and for that I print these LED strip mounts. I'm printing 30 of them. It's such a small thing anyway, each of them adhere to the bed very well. You know, sometimes such a large number of small parts could cause trouble. Super Racer has a capacitive touchscreen, and to be honest, I think it's the best touchscreen among the printers I've used so far. Sensitivity is very good. The screen interface is very simple and very easy to use. There are no extra options that are confusing. Nice. It has such a spiral cable, and this has given the printer a nice touch. Installation of the LED was very easy and fast. I just glued these parts instead of screwing, and it turned out great, at least better than before. I also printed such a box for the remote. SR uses high-speed motherboard and open-source Marlin operating system, and it's really quiet despite running at high speed. When I move 1 meter away from the printer, the sound level is around 50 dB. There is just an extra noise when the extruder does retraction, and I guess it's dual gears noise. In short, I think the sound level is quite reasonable. And these are the last two prints. This is a driver for hex K. If you use them often, you should definitely print something like this. I've printed for two sizes I use all the time, and they are great. The last print is spring making tool. Check this out. I hope all the prints useful for you. Many thanks to FLSUN for sending Super Racer. SR is a literally great 3D printer, and since it's twice as fast as other printers, it's like two printers in my eyes. Check the link in the description for more on SR. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like and share, and see you next time. Bye.